What you know when you just checked your phone at night. Second time, third time. The ceiling is the same, the room is the same, your breathing is still this fast, like you ran here, but you didn't go anywhere. You were sleeping. Just sleeping. And then it happened again. That falling. You don't have to describe it. I already know what it felt like. That sudden emptiness in your stomach, like someone pulled the floor out from underneath you. Your hands snapping outward, grabbing at nothing. What did they find? Nothing. And that 1 second, that half second, when you were absolutely certain, genuinely certain, that this was not a dream. And now you're here. Awake. Exhausted. And that question you haven't been able to ask anyone, it's still sitting inside you right now. Now the question is, why does this keep happening to me? If your body recognized something from the very first line, if something shifted in your stomach, then stay. This video is for you. Like it right now, because what's coming next is about you, about your mind, about your life, and it is the answer you have been looking for longer than you realize. Subscribe because this channel goes where most people are too afraid to look. Inside your brain there is a tiny, relentless security guard. 24 hours. 7 days. Never sleeps. Never stops. One job and one job only, keep you alive. And he takes that job so seriously that even at night, even when you finally close your eyes, he stays on duty. Watching. Reading signals. Ready. And here is the moment that changes everything. In the exact fragile instant when your body crosses from wakefulness into sleep, muscles loosening, breathing slowing, everything beginning to let go, your brain receives a signal it wasn't expecting. The feeling of your muscles going slack is, for one terrifying fraction of a second, impossible to distinguish from the sensation of falling. And your security guard doesn't pause. Doesn't check the evidence. He fires every single muscle in your body at once, a full emergency response, and yanks you back into consciousness before you hit a ground that was never even there. Science calls it a hypnic jerk. It has a name because millions of people experience it. But here is what the science doesn't tell you. Because not everyone jolts awake every single night. Not everyone lies there gasping, gripping, hard hammering, staring at the ceiling at 3 a.m. wondering if something is deeply wrong. The people who do, people like you, are almost never going through something ordinary. There is almost always something underneath. Something that the hours of daylight aren't big enough to hold. Something that waits until the darkness and the silence and the stillness, and then it starts screaming. Your brain is not broken. It is trying to tell you something you haven't been willing to hear. Right now I want to ask you something. And I want you to actually think, not perform thinking, actually think. What is the thing that's going on with you? The thing you haven't told anyone. The worry that's the first thing in your mind when you wake up and the last thing in your mind when you try to sleep. The pressure you've been hiding behind a smile that's getting harder to hold. Maybe it's a job. Maybe it's a relationship that looks fine from the outside, but somewhere deep down you know, you've known for a while, that something is cracking underneath the surface. Maybe you made a promise to yourself about who you would be, where you would be, what your life would look like by now, and the distance between that version of you and the person lying in this bed at 3 a.m. is a quiet ache you've never given a name to. Maybe you are the strong one. For everyone. At home, at work, out in the world. And at night, when everyone else is finally asleep, you carry alone what nobody has ever seen. This falling dream, it was never about falling. It was always about the feeling that something in your life is slipping out of your hands and you cannot stop it. Your subconscious takes that feeling, the one you press down every single day, and turns it into the most physically honest experience it knows how to create. Free fall. Arms reaching, finding nothing. No surface anywhere. No rescue coming. Just the raw, nauseating truth of what it actually feels like to be you right now, in this season of your life, carrying what you've been carrying. Your dream is not punishing you. It is your mirror. And whatever just moved inside you reading that, that's real. Let it be real. And if there's someone in your life who's hiding this same heaviness, who's going through something they won't say out loud, send them this video tonight. Because some things cannot be said between two people but can finally be felt when a voice says them in the dark. So what do you actually do? First thing, tonight, before you sleep, do not touch your phone. This is not a small thing. That scroll you do right before bed, the anxiety it quietly plants inside you, that is exactly the fuel this dream runs on. You are trying to put out a fire while pouring petrol on it. Second thing, before you sleep, do one thing that sounds simple but isn't. Pick up a piece of paper. Write 3 words, just 3, that describe whatever is sitting heaviest inside you right now. Not an explanation. Not a solution. Just a name. Because your brain screams it through the night precisely because you refuse to acknowledge it during the day. The moment you write it down, the message is received. I see it. I haven't forgotten. You don't need to show me tonight. Third thing, during the day, make just one small decision. Any decision. Finish one thing that's been left undone. Say one true thing that's been waiting to be said. This dream lives in helplessness. And even the smallest act of agency tells the part of your brain running these night terrors that you are not completely at the mercy of your circumstances. You still have hands. You can still hold something. That signal matters more than you know. One last thing. That dream that keeps waking you up, it is not your enemy. It is the part of you that never gets tired, never gives up, never walks away from you even when you've walked away from yourself. The part that knows exactly how much you've been carrying, how long you've been carrying it. And it doesn't let you sleep peacefully because it wants you to sleep forever. It doesn't let you sleep because it wants you to truly wake up. It will not let you fall. That is its promise to you. If this video cracks something open tonight, if something in here landed somewhere real, write it in the comments. Just write what you felt. One word is enough. This community reads everything. Like this video if it found you at the right moment. And subscribe, because every single week we go deeper into the hidden language your sleeping mind speaks to you every night. You are not falling. You are rising. The only difference is, now you know it.